So basically, I'm gonna just check your eyes real quick.
So is this gonna do anything with my credibility over here or no?
No. So right now, I'm just making sure.
Welcome back to Advocacy, Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we have a good one, guys. A late night traffic crash in Orange County, now that's Orlando area, turns into a full-blown felony arrest, complete with field sobriety tests. They get failed, a refusal to take a breath test, and a charge of battery on a law enforcement officer. This is from February 23rd, this year, 2025. This is a good one, guys. Let's watch this one. It's short, and this one's here just to show, please don't be this person. With that, let's jump in. We'll go over the laws at the end, and we'll discuss what it's like to be on a jury for this type of case. So, with that, let's jump in, guys.
Hello. Hey, man, were you driving this car?
Yes, I was.
All right. Are you okay?
Yes.
You are? All right. So what happened?
I don't know. So we were trying to turn over, and he said, "Go ahead," and I'm like, "Okay." And then something.
How fast were you going? You remember?
I didn't. I mean, not.
Who else was in the car with you?
My husband and my friend.
And then your friend. Is she the one back there?
Yeah.
All right. And you're okay?
Yeah.
And then she's okay too?
Yeah, we were going the speed limit.
Like, I can't hear.
We were going the speed limit. I mean, I was going fine.
Okay. Do you know how your car ended up here, though, with the wheel completely off the axle and all that?
Because I was turning here and somebody hit me. Yeah, I do know that.
Okay. So you were turning into this road here.
Yeah.
All right. Where are you guys coming from, by the way?
Disney.
Yeah. I mean, so basically, FD said that like nobody is like going to the hospital and they're not complaining of any major injuries like that. Did anybody get ejected? No, no one got ejected. So here's the thing, right? You were just driving, okay?
I'm under 8 pounds, so.
I get it. I totally get it. But you were just driving.
Yeah.
I gotta do my due diligence as a cop, right? I mean, I gotta make sure you're okay.
I have family in the.
No, yeah, totally. So basically, what we do is.
So whatever.
Yeah, cool. So like, I mean, I'm just gonna make sure that you're good to drive. I know you don't have a car to drive right now, but would you mind just doing a couple exercises just to make sure?
Yeah.
You want to do them?
Yeah.
Perfect. So we can actually go in the parking lot back there.
Sure.
Would you mind doing that?
Yeah, I would.
All right, yeah, we can walk over here. And husband, if you want, you can come along. It doesn't matter. Miss Heidi. So what I'd like you to do is you can face it this way.
Yeah.
All right. And do you want to leave your boots on or you want to take them off?
I can leave them on.
Okay. So what I'd like you to do is just you can put your feet together like I have mine, and then put your hands at your sides. Mm-hmm. Stay at that position and do not move. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right. So what I have you do is.
So what's this going to do for me? Anything?
So basically, I'm going to just check your eyes real quick.
So is this going to do anything with my credibility over here or no?
No. So right now, I'm just making sure that you're.
Okay.
I'm just assessing you, basically. Okay. I'm just assessing if you were injured. That's okay. Okay. But just So keep your hands at your sides.
Okay.
Yep. Just like that, and then stay at that position. Don't move. All right. You understand?
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. Can you see the tip of my finger?
I do.
All right. So what I want you to do is follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only. Do not move your head.
Okay.
Okay. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. Tip of my finger, not the light. There you go. Miss Heidi, you do understand the instructions, correct?
Yeah, you told me you follow your fucking finger.
Okay.
Yeah. Right?
Yep, but just don't move your head, okay? So just use your eyes. Let your eyes follow it. All right. Heidi, can you please try to follow just with your eyes?
That's what I'm doing.
Don't turn your head.
I'm not.
Don't turn your head.
I'm not fucking turning my head. He's trying to trick me.
No, he's not.
Is she moving her head?
Don't turn your head, honey.
I'm not. Mark, don't
Yes, you
get
are.
into it. I can follow my head.
You're still moving your head, Miss Heidi.
Okay.
All right. Just try to just stay as stiff as a board.
Okay,
Stiff as a board.
I got it. I can do it.
Continue to follow my finger with your eyes only. Do not move your head. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Still moving your head, ma'am.
Well, what the... Okay.
All right. Continue following the tip of my finger with your eyes only, all right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, Miss Heidi, you can relax. All right. So now we're going to use this line here.
Yeah.
All right. Can you
okay.
see this white line?
I can, yeah.
Does this area look pretty flat?
So, yeah.
Well paved?
Yeah, whatever.
Free of free of any major debris?
No.
So it doesn't have any debris that's going to trip you up or anything, right?
No.
All right. So what we're going to do, so you're going to use the heel of your right foot to touch the toe of your left foot, and then keep your hands at your side.
I got it. I'm at the end of it.
Okay, perfect. All right, and then I want you to stay at that position and do not move. You understand?
Okay. So this way?
On the line. Do you think you can do it, or you want to try something else?
I got it. I don't think this is right. I can't.
Yeah, you got to be facing. You got to face the line. So I mean, I definitely didn't drink any alcohol, and I'm.
Do it myself. Do it. You do it.
Okay. So I'm on the line. Left foot on the line. Right foot head to the left foot. Okay. You see that?
Not really.
All right. So my left foot's on the line. My right foot is in front of my left foot, and I have my hands at my sides. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Heidi, all right, we're gonna do something else, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just stand over there again and face this way.
Okay.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something called one leg stand. You stand on one leg. You're gonna raise one leg, either leg, off the ground, approximately 6 inches. Okay. You're gonna point your toe out. You're gonna keep both legs straight, and you're gonna look at the elevated foot. You're gonna count out loud in the following manner: 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on.
Okay.
Until I tell you to stop.
I got it.
You got it?
I can do that. Beat you at.
All right. Okay. Do you understand the instructions?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. All right. You may begin.
Excuse me?
You can begin. You make sure you count out loud too.
Okay, ready?
Yep. All right, ma'am. So let's recap. Okay. So you said you had
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
the exercise is over.
Okay.
All right. You can relax.
Alright, just leave me alone. Okay?
Okay. All right. Do
Thank you.
you have your license on you, or
No, I don't.
who has the license?
I don't have a license. I have no license to drive.
Okay. So, okay. So, if you want to, yeah. All right. So, Miss Heidi, I want you to just relax. All right.
No.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Don't touch me.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Do that.
Don't touch me.
Relax.
Don't touch
Heidi.
me. Don't
Relax.
touch me.
Heidi.
Don't touch me.
Relax.
Don't touch me.
Relax. Heidi.
No.
Just
Don't touch me.
relax.
Why are you doing this? Why are you being aggressive? Why are you being
relax,
aggressive?
because you're resisting.
No, I'm not. I have. So you know what? I have. You know what? You don't even know who
Heidi.
I am.
Heidi.
I have brothers.
She's letting go.
Heidi, stop fighting.
Quick,
Heidi,
quick.
please stop fighting.
Who I am. They have no connections to who I am.
Nobody
So
cares.
my brother, no Trump, okay?
Okay. So right now
So
you're
guess
being.
what? You're gonna
So.
be punished.
Okay. So right now you're being placed under arrest for DUI. All right. You are driving impaired. You were driving impaired.
No.
Okay. Well,
Please stop it.
I am a trained law enforcement officer in this stuff, and I think you are.
No, I'm not. Do it. What's right?
Well, you'll have the opportunity for that.
Let's do it.
You'll have the opportunity for that. Count 1504 off of a white.
I fucking hate you.
All right. Well, I gotta
You're
do
an asshole.
my job.
You're a fucking asshole. So, where's my car? Where's my stuff?
Your car's over there.
I know. So,
So we're gonna have to tow the car.
okay. You're a fucking asshole.
All right.
Yeah, you know it? Yeah, I hope you die
guess
in
I
hell.
am.
I hope you die in
Yes, I'm an asshole, but
You are.
look, I'm just trying to.
you. Fuck you.
You ready to be in
No,
here?
I'm gonna do you want me my stuff in my car?
I'll get it for you.
No, f- you.
All right. Do you have anything that's gonna poke me?
No, I wish I did. I
Okay.
you in the f***ing heart.
All right.
Have your f***ing eyes.
Okay.
You're a f***ing asshole.
All right. Can you stop pulling away?
No, you.
Why?
You. 'Cause you're a f***ing asshole.
How am I like that?
Sure. I'm totally gonna be I'm gonna be a
What?
so I'm gonna employees. Yeah, I'm like a disaster to society here.
I'm not saying that.
Yes, you are. You're an
You
asshole.
were driving impaired.
No, I wasn't.
I don't know. Have a seat. Have a seat.
I hate you.
Yeah,
You're an asshole. I hate you, and I'm a fucking Bahana. You're an asshole.
Can you sit in the car?
No, I think you're an asshole.
Can you sit in the car?
No, don't touch my breast.
I'm not.
Ass. Don't touch me there.
All right. I'm charging her bat Leo. She just kicked me in the nuts. I'm charging her bat Leo. County 1504 Alpha. I got bat Leo charges on my signal 11015. She just kicked me in the leg. Hey, is her DL in this car? Her driver's license? I don't know. I'm trying to find it. Okay.
Were they racing?
That's what one of the other deputies said. I don't know. I just found that out. Hey, where's her ID? Is it in here, or you don't know?
I don't know. I'm gonna guess it's in here. It's just
Were you guys? Was she racing with this BMW guy?
No.
She was not racing. She
No,
was definitely
there
not
was no
racing.
racing.
There was no racing.
So her DL is not here.
So
I don't. Her ID may be in there.
Was the axle back up? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna move.
Man, oh man, I can't believe she wrecked the Porsche. All right. Now, the big thing here, we have just a couple of laws we're looking at. First, we have DUI with property damage. This is found at the Florida statutes, section 316.193, section 3C1. It says it's unlawful to drive or be in physical control of a vehicle while impaired by alcohol or a controlled substance, and when that impairment causes property damage. Now, this is a first-degree misdemeanor. It carries that 111. That means up to 1 year in jail, maybe 1 year on probation, a fine of up to $1,000. Now here, the woman crashed the car. Look, the wheel was broken off. She made a turn. There's a sign right here that says, one way, do not enter. So I wonder if she entered into the wrong place. And I wonder if this wreck was all her fault. Okay, so the big thing here, her being found in the crashed car, all right, they caused some property damage. All right, whether she's impaired is going to be one of the central issues for the officer to consider. All right, so he's going to be looking at her slurred speech, how confused she is, her poor coordination, and her refusal to complete the test that she's been asked to complete. Also, remember, at the end of this, she was taken to jail, and apparently she refused to give a chemical sample. So that means she'll face an automatic driver's license suspension. All right, the next charge is resisting an officer without violence. This is found at section 843.02. All right, remember, you get hit with this charge anytime that you're knowingly resisting, obstructing, or opposing an officer that's trying to perform their lawful duties. And this is all done without causing any violence. All right, this is a first-degree misdemeanor. You still can be hit with up to 1 year in jail for failing to follow the instructions of a police officer. Now, most of the time, people are going to be hit with the probation part of this, which is up to 1 year probation, or a fine up to $1,000. Now, the moment the woman refused to be handcuffed and tried to pull away, or when she refused the lawful command, she crossed from a verbal protest into misdemeanor obstruction. Next, we have battery on a law enforcement officer. This is found at section 784.07, section 2B. This law simply says that when you actually and intentionally touch or strike a law enforcement officer against their will, all while they're trying to perform their lawful duties. This is a third-degree felony. It carries 555, 5 years in prison, maybe 5 years of probation, a fine of up to $5,000. This is here because, remember, the officer said that she tried to kick him in the groin. Or not tried to, but she did kick him with those cowboy boots in the groin. And this is all while he was trying to get her to sit down in the car, and she failed to do so. All right, that's an intentional contact during resistance, and that would elevate what she was doing from a misdemeanor up to a felony. Easy thing, guys. Both the resistance without violence and this battery on law enforcement officer, these two charges can be avoided. Just listen, comply. Even her husband was trying to get her to comply. But hey, like I said on the screen, that's a losing battle. He understood, went on about his business the other way. All right, finally, we have a refusal to submit a breath sample. This is found at 322.2615, section 1A. This basically goes back to Florida's implied consent law. That simply means that when you're driving on their roads, you agree to provide a breath, blood, or urine sample when lawfully requested. And that's done once a person is arrested for allegedly being under the influence of alcohol or drugs. All right. The first refusal is an automatic 1-year license suspension. Second refusal is a misdemeanor itself. All right, now she refused to take a test at the DUI center, all right, and that basically locks in that 1-year automatic suspension. Now, probably won't hurt for her not to drive for a year. You see, she wrecked the Porsche once again, and this is a Panamera, so it's not necessarily one of the most expensive Porsches, but hey, all these cars, if you buy them new, they're going to cost more than $100,000, so it's quite an expensive car to wreck. All right, next, let's move into our evidentiary standards. They're going to be important every time we have some police interaction, or when we're probably going to be brought to court by someone. Okay, let's look at our 6 evidentiary standards. We're going to start with the lowest and work our way up to the highest. First, mere suspicion. All right, this level simply means the police or the government only have a hunch that something's off. They don't have any real proof just yet, and because of that, the police can't take any real action. Now, what will happen is when you reach this level of mere suspicion, the police are going to be looking for a violation. All right, they're going to go on high alert. Any violation they find, they're going to jump on it. All right, usually when you're talking about mere suspicion, that's when someone calls the police. All right, somebody's called the police and they come on to the scene. That's an easy way to think about that. Here, mere suspicion can be tied to when that officer first approaches the man and the woman. He asks, who was driving that car? The woman says, I was. From that point forward, a mere suspicion could be gathered looking at the car, looking where it got wrecked at. There's a clear sign in the background saying this is a one-way, do not enter. Somebody could be intoxicated. All right, let's move up to the next one. Reasonable suspicion. This is when the police or the government have specific and articulable facts that justify them stopping you, detaining you, and investigating if there really is a crime happening or if there's criminal activity afoot. All right, here, the woman had slurred speech, she had erratic behavior, and she refused to follow the instructions the officer was giving her. All right, all of that comes together to justify the police detaining her in order to perform a DUI investigation. And that usually entails asking some questions about where you've been, asking you to perform field sobriety tests, and then coming to a conclusion once all that's been conducted to see if maybe a person is too intoxicated to drive or have driven if there was a wreck there at the scene, which there was here. All right, so moving up one more level, we have probable cause. Now, this is when the police or the government can arrest you. All right, the easiest way to always remember when you hear the word probable cause, somebody's getting arrested. Also, at this level, the police or government agency can go back, speak to a judge, and receive a search warrant. Okay, so this is an important level for a lot of police activity. Probable cause means that there's enough evidence to convince a reasonable person that there's been some criminal activity and the suspect is involved. Here, we still go back to some of those same indicators. You have failing on the field sobriety test. You have refusing to submit a breath sample. You have the smell of alcohol. You have property damage here. You have the woman's admission that she was driving. All that contributes to probable cause and led to her being arrested for DUI. And then you had the other action she had. When they tried to arrest her, she resisted. All right, moving up one more level, we have preponderance of the evidence. Now, this level is the first level that either you and I will be in court or when the government brings someone to court, okay? This level is for civil cases. And this level means it's more likely than not that the claim is true that's being brought. All of us require 51% of the evidence in that person's favor to win, all right? And like always, in order to lose, all they need is 51% out of their favor. All right, so this level is really just a balancing test. Whoever gets to 51% of the evidence first is going to win. This is an important level for whomever else was involved in this accident. All right, if she hit someone, somebody else's car is probably damaged also, okay? All right, this is the level where people are going to bring each other to court and saying, this person was responsible for the accident. Therefore, I want them to pay for the damage. This level will also apply to the woman's license revocation or license suspension due to her not giving a sample back at the DUI center. All right, so at preponderance of evidence, just remember that the state, all they're going to have to prove is it's more probable that she refused to submit a blood sample and things like that. Okay, so 51%. That's all the state had to meet. If the person that was in the BMW that she was supposedly racing, they don't have to prove 51% that she caused the accident. All right, moving up one more level, we have clear and convincing evidence. This is still in the civil realm. This level only requires more evidence, okay? Clear and convincing evidence means that it's highly probable that your claim is true or substantially likely that you'll be successful with the claim that you're bringing. This level of evidence requires you to have about 75% of the evidence in your favor to win. You see this standard used in cases that go in front of administrative boards. You also see it in family law cases, mental commitment cases, fraud cases. All those types of cases are going to require people to bring more evidence in order to win their cases and actions that they bring. All right, here, clear and convincing evidence can also be used to enhance a penalty in a criminal case. So the key takeaway, guys, when you hear about clear and convincing evidence, just remember that means that, oh, that's a civil case where they had to bring more proof in order to prove their point. All right, the last level, beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, this level is used for every criminal case in the American justice system. This level simply means that there's no other logical conclusion besides the defendant being guilty of the charges that are brought against them. Now, at trial, jurors must believe that this woman was impaired and she caused property damage beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, I can see the prosecution easily proving that with pictures and video, pictures of the wreck, pictures of the surroundings of where she had this wreck. One of the key standouts for me is that sign up there that says, "One way, do not enter." And it's suspicious that her car is wrecked right in front of that sign. All right, so next, let's move into our jury perspective. Let's put ourselves on this jury. What will we do? And what are some of the important questions we might consider? Okay, let's put ourselves in the jury box. There's 12 of us, and let's imagine we're dealing with this DUI case. Now, I will say that I'm constantly in circuit court, so we don't see very many DUI cases, only when a person has had a certain number of them, okay? Florida works the same way. Most of their DUIs are handled in traffic court, meaning district level court. That's where you have your misdemeanors that are dealt with. All the felonies go up to a different level. They go to circuit court. So these usually don't become a felony unless people do something else, like we have here a battery on a law enforcement officer. But let's walk through and let's ask a few questions, okay? These are some questions that anyone might want an answer to if we're back there as a jury dealing with this together. So first, if an officer testifies about the woman having slurred speech, erratic movements, and the refusal to cooperate, the defense probably will argue that she's shaken from the crash, okay? And not really impaired, but it's all because of the crash. Now, your task as a juror would be to decide whether her behavior shows actual impairment beyond a reasonable doubt, or if it's simply stress from being involved in a recent accident. This is where we would use our intuition and we would say, okay, now her tone, did it sound like panic or was it more like intoxication? Her ability to not be able to stand still, the loss of coordination, all that more looked like DUI territory versus someone who's been involved in the wreck and has a concussion. All right, we've seen quite a few of these people who are in wrecks. Go back and look at the history of the videos. They all seem to act pretty much the same. Next, resisting without violence. All right, now when she refused to be handcuffed and she was pulling away, was that a part of her being confused, or is that more like deliberate defiance? She had a lot of snooty choice words, and she came off as kind of a snob during some of this stop. All right, your question: was the officer giving lawful commands, or was he being too pushy? Jurors also have to decide whether her resistance was knowing or was it just emotional. All right, that charge goes right into the battery on a law enforcement officer. Now, we can't see the kick so well because it's a kick that goes from, below where the camera was. But we can see when her leg was extended, and we can see that she was actually trying to, push him away or get him away from her using her foot. All right, one thing that's for sure, one thing that's caught on that camera clearly is the officer's reaction. As soon as she kicks, he says, "You tried to kick me in there?" Tried to kick me in the gonads. That's an easy way of saying it. And he reports it back on his radio that she has kicked him in the leg, and kicked him in the groin. Now, as a juror, you're weighing credibility here. Was that kick intentional, or was it an instinctive flinch? Now, if you think she meant to strike, it becomes a felony. Now, if we were to go back and watch that again, she did mention, "Don't touch my chest," and then she kicked him. So seems like there was a little bit of knowing what she was doing while she did the kick. All right, finally we have the refusal to submit to a breath test. Now, the original video talked about how when she went back to the DUI center there, it's just a talking portion there for 2 seconds, it says that she didn't submit a sample when she was asked to. Also, they didn't let her in to the jail when she first got there. Now, Florida law, it treats a refusal as an automatic suspension of a person's license. So that is automatic evidence. As soon as a person does it, you have the result immediately. Now, let's think like a juror. Is the refusal to submit the breath test, is that defiance, or is it fear of some sort of self-incrimination? Now, the law says refusal carries consequences, but the reason behind this law really influences this sentence. We don't want people drinking and then trying to hide it from the police. All right, every juror, we want them to keep their logic with them when they come to the jury box. So, in the end, what do you think about this case? Guilty or not guilty? And why? From field sobriety tests to felony charges, this Orange County case, it shows just how quickly a traffic crash can become a serious criminal case. A few calm words, and this would have remained just a ticket and a tow report. Our lesson: emotions can't outrun the law, and resistance rarely wins. So we watch DUI stops quite often. If you have any stories or any perspectives about this whole thing, leave them in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Remember, this is Advocacy Alchemy. I am Professor Ross. I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Everyone be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. If you're stopped by the police, just comply. Go home safe. I'll see you tomorrow.
Subscribe to Advocacy Alchemy.